mid-month update for the month of August 2018. Before we get started, I do just want to say that I have most of the signs readings up for the mid-month August readings, and I have all of the signs readings up for the August monthly readings. So if you're watching this reading and it's just not resonating with you, do make sure to check out your moon and rising signs for the mid-month updates and your sun, moon, and rising signs for the August monthly readings. One of those readings might resonate a little bit better, or they might just give you some more information about whatever your particular situation is. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. I do interpret this spread a little bit like a 5-card Lenormand spread for those of you who are familiar with that style of divination. And front and center for the month, you guys have the 6 of Pentacles in the upright. I really like this card. This is all about give and take. The 6s are about balance and harmony. And so some of you guys may be waiting for some money to come in. You might be giving some money out to people if you're in that kind of financial position, maybe charity or something. It's also known as the hiring firing card. So some of you guys may be leaving a job or getting hired at a new job. It's gonna play out differently for different people. And it also depends on whether or not you're the person giving out the money or if you're the person receiving the money. For instance, if you were somebody who is hypothetically going through a divorce, are you the party that's paying out alimony, or are you the person that's going to be receiving the alimony? So it can play out differently for different people. It's not necessarily a positive card, but I do just like it because it's kind of indicative of balance, especially in terms of your finances. You come out of the 5 of Pentacles, which is extreme financial hardship, and you move into the 6, where there's a lot more flow and give and take. So I do like that energy is front and center for you guys. However, the rest of the reading is a little bit of a mess, so I do want to go ahead and say that this reading probably isn't going to resonate with a whole bunch of you. So with that being said, you start off the reading with the 8 of Cups in the upright. So there's definitely a walking away from a situation in which you've invested a lot of time and energy and emotion, and it's no longer serving you or your highest good. So there's this recognition that you need to leave and head off toward greener pastures. And if that's the case, I think that you are most likely the one doing the walking away. However, it could be being done to you. It could go either way. It's just going to depend on the person. And for a lot of you guys, I think it's going to revolve around a long-term relationship or marriage. The reason why I say that is because when I reflect the card to clarify it, you guys have the 4 of Wands in reverse, which can kind of represent an unhappy situation at home, kind of like the dissolution of a marriage or of the home life. And right next to it, you guys have the 10 of Cups in reverse, which again can symbolize the same sort of thing: marital breakups, divorces, really just being emotionally unfulfilled, and deeply unhappy. So if this is relevant to you, you're going to know this, because those 2 cards, the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, are at the end of that emotional cycle. This isn't going to be something that comes out of the blue for anybody. This is something that has built up over a long time. So again, you're going to know if this relates to your particular situation, and you're probably going to be the one who feels like you need to walk away. You have invested a lot of time and energy into likely this relationship. It could be a job. So I'm saying relationship just because that's kind of what shows up the most, but it could be a job or anything that you've invested a lot of time and energy into. And you realize it's just no longer working or serving your highest good, and now it's time to move on to something better. And I do like that this energy, this walking away, this emotional discontentment moves into this Six of Pentacles energy. It's like whatever, you're walking away from, whatever you've had to leave behind, it's okay because you're moving into a place of stability and harmony, especially in terms of your finances. So again, maybe some of you guys are going to be going through a divorce, or you're dealing with that legally, and maybe you're going to start receiving alimony toward the end of the month. Maybe you have walked away from a job that you've been at for a long time, and you've gotten a really great offer at a new place, and you're going to accept that and move forward on that path. Maybe you've left a relationship behind, and for some of you, something new may even be coming in a lot quicker than you had anticipated. So it's going to play out differently for different people, but I do think that whatever it is that you have had to walk away from, it is something that release is ultimately going to put you on the right path. And I like that you have willingly walked away from this situation, because when people cling on to things that no longer serve them, for instance, if this Eight of Cups had been in the reverse, that really cling on energy, sometimes the universe will give you that Tower energy as a wake-up call. Like, you guys are not on the right path, so we are going to shock and awe you and kind of force you onto the path that you're supposed to be on. Whereas you guys are taking the initiative to move forward on your own. And I think that's really commendable that you're taking control of your own destiny and your own path like that, because a lot of people have this tendency to cling on to things until they are absolutely 100% dead before they have to be forced to release that. So I do just want to say that that's a really positive element to this reading that I see, especially on an emotional level with all of these Cups cards being here. After the Six of Pentacles, you guys have the Eight of Wands in the upright, which is awesome energy. Again, this is movement. This is forward movement. It could be travel. It could be communications coming in, maybe messages on social media, things coming to you via text or email. It could be a new romance coming in out of nowhere. Maybe you move on from something that's no longer serving you, and bam, somebody comes out of the blue and kind of knocks you off your feet. But ultimately, whatever it is, it's going to propel you in a newer, brighter, more positive direction. And I think that, I just really like that energy, that fiery, go-getter energy, embracing change, kind of throwing caution to the wind and just moving on, not clinging or wasting any time mulling over something, mourning something, whatever the case may be, and just moving forward into something new. Again, this could be something coming into you, like a message, maybe even a job offer if you have left behind a job, something like that. And whatever it is, it's going to be something really positive. You guys end the reading with the Four of Wands in reverse. Again, this could be echoing possibly the dissolution of a marriage, of a long-term relationship, walking away from something that has brought you stability. But another element of this card in the reverse that doesn't get talked about enough is this idea of liberation. When you see the card on the upright, you have these people surrounded by the Four of Wands, and yeah, it's all about celebrations. The people are happy and everything. It's not like they're imprisoned in the sense that you get when you look at the Eight of Swords in the upright, but they're still surrounded by these wands. They're still kind of encased in this structure. And when the Four of Wands reverses, sometimes it can be about moving on from that situation. Yes, it brought you happiness. Yes, it brought you security and stability, and it was something that at one time was worth celebrating. But now that you have come to the realization that it no longer serves you and it's not bringing you that emotional contentment anymore, you are willing to move forward from this a situation that has deteriorated and move into something new. And that is liberating. The overall energy of your reading is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Some people take that to mean bad luck. I don't think that's the case. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, in the upright, it's often a positive card. It's all about destiny and good things coming your way. But the caveat to the Wheel of Fortune is that it is always spinning. So while you may be up one day, you may be down the next. Again, if you are down one day, you may be up the next. So with the wheel being in reverse, it could symbolize breaking cycles. If you were trapped in a cycle that wasn't serving you, that wasn't emotionally fulfilling, was maybe even toxic or harmful to you in some way, breaking those cycles, breaking karmic ties, moving forward. It could also just be about delays. So, things might just be taking time to play out, and that might be a little bit annoying, having to wait for something to come in, especially if you feel like you've really been through the ringer and it's about time that the universe sends something positive your way. You might have to wait a little bit for it, but I do think with this Eight of Wands, a lot of you guys are going to be on the up and up again. Something is going to come in, so I don't think you'll have to wait much longer. But if it is kind of indicative of being unlucky, just keep in mind that you're not going to be unlucky forever. Whatever you might be going through, if it's weighing on you a little bit, it's not always going to be that way. And the first half of your reading is where kind of all this negative energy is. I really like the energy in the second half of your reading about moving forward, breaking ties, liberating yourselves from a situation. And I think that by the end of the month, or maybe even the month of October, just because this is a 10, you're going to be able to flip this Wheel of Fortune energy up and really harness all of that positive energy that the universe or God or spirit or whoever you believe is kind of sending your way. So just hang in there and wait. Good things are going to come for you guys, and I really do like the direction that you guys are moving in. I have a Lenormand card here to give a little bit more information about what this situation could be about, and you guys got the Key. This is probably my favorite card in the entire Lenormand deck. The Key is all about destiny, success, happiness. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever choice that you're making, it's the right choice. You are moving down the path that is going to bring you success and happiness and everything that you've wanted. This also can echo the idea again of liberation. What I said before with this Four of Wands in reverse, think of a key, it unlocks stuff. So you may be breaking free from something and liberating yourselves. So again, that's really powerful energy. If you're not freeing yourselves from something, you're moving in a path that is ultimately going to allow you to harness your destiny, to find your purpose, to be happy, to be successful. You guys are going the right way. Just make sure that you are not holding on to anything that no longer serves you. And that's why this month, especially up through the end of the year, I think a lot of you guys are going to be letting go of things that don't serve you anymore. And like I said before, the really commendable thing is that I think a lot of you guys are going to be the ones to initiate this letting go, this release, and really embracing this change. A lot of people are not like that. So I think it's really, really positive and speaks a lot to you guys and your character and your willingness to embrace whatever life throws your way and to act in a way that is going to put you on the path to your highest good and to where you can achieve your highest potential. So it's really positive energy. You might have been going through a rough time before. You might still kind of be going through it and dealing with the effects of that, especially if you have left a long-term committed relationship in which there are shared assets, like your home or finances, and you're having to deal with all of that. But there's definitely a positive movement forward by the end of the month. You know, if you're looking for new employment, if you're looking for a new relationship, if you're getting out of something that's no longer working for you in whatever area of your life it may be relevant to, you guys are going in the right direction. So just hang in there. Things may be a little bit rocky for a little while, but you guys are on the right path. So just keep plugging along and do what you know is best and is going to allow you to be true to yourselves and to honor yourselves. So I really do like the energy for you guys, and I hope that this reading resonated with some of you. If it didn't, again, always check out your moon and rising signs and check out the August monthly readings. You might be able to get a little bit more information from those readings. If you did like the video, I would definitely appreciate giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, sharing the video. The more traction that these videos get, the more readings I can do for you guys. I am considering doing love and relationship readings specifically, as well as possibly doing shorter weekly readings for you guys. So if there's a demand for those, I can start doing them and devoting some more time to this channel. I want to go ahead and thank all of you who have already watched my other videos, have left comments, subscribed, shared the videos. It's definitely greatly appreciated. So with all of that being said, I will let you guys go. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks with your September monthly readings.